Alright, in this experiment, we're going to see which commercial orange juice has the most pulp or the least pulp. And we're going to have a control. We're going to do 5 orange juices and then we're going to do water. Okay, so we have Florida Natural, most pulp, Grove Scan, lots of pulp, Tropicana, Simply Orange with mango, Simply Orange, and Stop and Shop brand. Okay, and if you turn these, you can see we had them in the refrigerator for about 2 weeks to let them settle. Okay, so this one appears to have the most, this one here, which is the Simply Orange with mango. Okay, and then here is Simply Orange High Pulp. And the high pulp doesn't, have much more than the normal. And then here's the Stop and Shop, it says not from concentrate with pulp. And you can see that one has a nice line of sediment. Okay, so pulp is the stuff that you find inside the actual orange material right here. Okay, that's what gets squeezed and it goes in with the actual juice. And what we're going to do is we're going to take these test tubes. Each orange juice is going to get 15 milliliters, which is up to about here. Okay. So we got one for each, and we actually will have one for water too. And then we're going to take these test tubes, and we're going to put them in a device, a very special device called a centrifuge. Okay, I'll tip it back so you can read it. See, it says centrifuge, and it spins at a full rate of 4,000 rounds per minute, 4,000 RPMs, and it has a timer. We're going to spin all of these for about 5 minutes so we can get a good compacting. And there's 6 spots in there for the 6 test tubes, and they just slide into here. And Clara, Melody, Alex, Arpy, and myself, Stephen, will be back in a few minutes with some tubes ready to be filled with orange juice. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to measure 15 milliliters of water, which is going to be right about there. See that big line on the red? There's 10, there's 20, so in between is 15. So we're going to go right about there, to the bottom of the meniscus. The bottom of that line is the meniscus. And we're going to take that, and we're going to transfer it into the water standard. This will be the control. Okay, so it's totally transferred. So on this vial, that will be the 15 milliliter marker. We're going to use that to mark all the other ones. So we'll come back here and we'll put the marks on each of these.
Yes, we will.
So what we're doing here is we're going to mark that line there, which is 15 milliliters. And we're going to mark the line here. And it's an approximation, but it's within a few percentage. We've already done a couple of them. Alright, so that's about the 15 mil mark. Assuming these tubes are all manufactured to the same specification. And that's it. Now we have 6 tubes. One's going to have water. The other 5 will have orange juice. And we're going to spin them down in the centrifuge in a minute. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to shake these each orange juice container, make sure the pulp is nice and equilibrated throughout the system. And we need just about 15 mils in each. So I could either pour them straight in or go into a little beaker here so it's easier to pour it. I think that's what we'll do. We'll pour it like that. We'll take this brand new one here and we're going to, you'll see that stuff mixes all up. Goes right there. I'm going to pop the tops on each of these. Always keeping them in order. And now I'm going to filter that line. Transferring. Here we go. That'll go right there. Put that one back. Put that top on. Grab number 2, the Tropicana Grove Stand. One of my favorites. What about you, Claire Melody? What's your favorite one? You have a favorite?
I like all of them.
Like all of them.
I don't really have a favorite because we always buy all
Different
of those.
kinds, yeah.
We always buy those except not the mango one and not the Stop and Shop.
And here's the mango mix. It's a mango. Close enough. I hit the line as good as I can see it. Here comes the Simply Orange. You can see it comes right up to the line. Put that back in there. I'm going to put its top back on the test tube. That's a test tube rack, holds 40. We only need to do 6. Okay, like this. And there you go. Now the water one we already did, right? That was our standard height, and it's also going to be our control. This should not produce any pulp. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the centrifuge over. Okay, and then top, as Claire Melody showed you, there's numbers in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll put number 1, Florida Natural. Number 2 is going to go to the Grove Stand Tropicana. Number 3 is going to go to the Simply Orange. Number 4, we load into the Simply Orange there, which is the mango. And here comes the Simply Orange, high pulp. We'll find that out. And then here's your control, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I think what I could do is, I really want to be good, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. So they're all numbered on the tops. I don't know if you can see that very well. And what we're going to do is, we're going to run this at full speed. We're going to run it to 4,000 RPMs. That means this thing, this rotor, which has an electric motor attached to it, will spin 4,000 times in a minute. 4,000 times per minute. And we conveniently have a nice timer here. So we have a timer. I think we'll set it to, I'm going to go approximately 5 minutes. Okay? And we're going to spin it up. You're going to hear the motor go. You can see it spinning around. I'm going to put the top on it. Okay. And there you go. Okay, so it's finished its 5 minutes cycle. Everything's stopped. I'm going to pull out each one at a time, and you can see, if we bring the light over on it, you can see the pulp at the bottom of that one. Okay, so we're going to just set that down right here. That's number 1. Okay, so number 1 is that. Okay.
It said most pulp.
Yeah, that's number 1. Put that in the test tube rack. And you look at number 2. That's got quite a bit in it. There's number 2. Here comes number 3.
It said lots of pulp.
Lots of pulp.
Number 3 is pulp free.
It's supposed to be pulp free. It looks like a lot of pulp to me now. Here's number 4. Oops, excuse me.
Oopsies. Little
We
mistake.
can edit that out. Okay. Okay.
Just
Here's
keep
number
that on.
4. That probably mixed them up. Yeah, a little bit. No, not too bad. There's number 5. Okay, so that's that one. That's the Stop and Shop. That's supposed to be with pulp, and it does have pulp. You know, and here's number 6. That's water. Okay, so that one obviously has no pulp. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold these all up
and see which has the most pulp and
Yeah.
the least pulp.
I'll put them on the side. Can you see that? Can you take a little picture?
It's filming.
Okay. You can still take a picture while it's filming. Okay, so I don't know which one you think has the most, but I'm thinking. What do you think?
I think
How'd you want to hold it?
like you take.
And we'll backlight them. So they're backlit.
So I think the one with the most is number 4. This one.
Yeah, and then number 1's pretty good too.
And so
I'm thinking
one.
number 1 or 4.
But if you turn it around, it has less.
Let's see.
See, look, it has like absolutely 0.
Well, they both spun because they spun to the side.
True.
See?
Maybe.
So you,
Yeah,
so
I
you
think
want to get them to their apex.
these two have the
Number
most.
1, number 4, right? What do you say? What do you think the order is? 1, 4.
Okay.
1, 4. 1 and 4 are tied.
No, this one has the most. 4, 2, 3, 5.
Okay. Write that down. You got something you can write your numbers down on?
I love this note thing.
Okay.
So it was 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2,
Yeah.
3, 5.
And the water had nothing. Okay.
Well, let's make sure that's true because who knows?
All right. Well, thank you there, darling. Camera girl. Camera scientist.
That's pretty good.
There we go. That's our PulpFaction.
The pulp experiment.
Not PulpFiction.
Action.
PulpFaction, because these are facts. Okay, thank you, Mr. Centrifuge, for doing your job.
Shout out to our 2 hamsters, Candy and Keith.
Okay, test tube racks, test tubes, orange juice.